Alright, so for some context, when I first saw the Splatoon trailer and noticed that there were no squid and octoling amiibos, I'm like, huh, that kinda sucks. I mean, I get it completely, because we already have the new squids and octopus from the Splatoon 2 games, you know? And I know it's not a big deal, but it kinda bummed me out that we're not getting any new squid or octopus amiibos for this game. Granted, we are getting Little Buddy, and I'm super excited for him, he looks so cute, but it doesn't change the fact that we're not getting the squids or octopuses. So I took it upon myself to make some. And when thinking about what the best design would be, I was thinking what kind of colors, what kind of pose would I have, and what I had available. So I turned to my junk drawer and I had some amiibos lying there, which I will probably customize in the future. I had a squid from Splatoon 1 and the octopus from Splatoon 2. When thinking of color combinations for them, I looked at my Joy-Cons, because they were the thing that inspired me to make this in the first place. Now these amiibo have been in my drawer for a while now. They've been disassembled and I just never did anything with them. I was originally gonna paint them to be like galaxy colored, but I never got around to it. And I figured with Splatoon 3's release date around the corner, now would be the best time. The squid amiibo will be yellow and green. The octopus amiibo will be purple and blue, or purple and magenta. I'll be honest, I really don't know these colors, and I don't have the colors like specifically for them, so we'll just make do with what we have. The first thing I did was go to Twitter and ask people how I should assemble this. I was tinkering around with them all day trying to figure out some cool poses that they could be in. At first, I wanted to make them conjoined, put both of them on the same base. I thought it would go for a neat effect. But at the same time, there wasn't much room on the base, and there's two Joy-Cons and I didn't want to obstruct the view. It's hard to explain. But basically, I wanted one amiibo for each Joy-Con. So with that, I decided to give them their own bases. I just swapped them. For the squid, I figured out I can make it look like it was doing the squid roll from the third game. And for the octopus, there was nothing much I could do with it. Actually, instead of making its arms folded like the base amiibo, I decided to open them, as they are in the gameplay. I did this because I wanted to give it some more originality from its counterpart. Also, I did this because I wanted it to be more distinct from the squid and its original counterpart. Mostly because I can't really incorporate more Splatoon 3 moves into the amiibo, so this was the next best thing I could do for it. Now, when cutting off the tentacles, this part was a breeze. I'm so grateful that they put the seam where the tentacles connect behind the octopus's little mustache, so you can't really see where it, where it connects, really. Now, I'm not the best at sculpting, so it did take a couple tries to get it to where I wanted it to be. From there, I sculpted the tentacles, torched it, and glued them on. I did this a couple times and I didn't like how they turned out, so trial and error, and I was left with these. But I think they came out pretty good. And then from there, I just started filling up the holes and the bases and the squid. Then I painted them, and it took me a while to find the right combinations for each one. Lots of layering, lots of waiting. I hate waiting for paint to dry. It's like not my cup of tea. After it dried, I decided to use some nail polish to give it some gloss. Now, I know there's probably some better way to do this, but I really don't have that good equipment or tools, so I worked with what I had. Then I glued them on, which was kind of hard. I really should have glued them on before I polished them up because the hot glue is kind of resistant against nail polish, but I made it work. And voila! Here are the Splatoon 3 amiibos. They didn't take very long to make, only like 2 days, but they came out really good, I think. What do you guys think? Who should I make next? I think I might start making these again. Maybe I'll start selling them. I have no idea, but I am so excited for Splatoon 3. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you next time on the battlefield.